Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we show you damage in Perry County left behind by heavy rains and gusty winds moving through our region overnight. And social distancing can make trying to get to safety in severe weather a confusing situation. We'll tell you how to stay safe from the elements while also staying safe from COVID-19. And health officials warn that while the measures we have been taking are working, that does not mean stop, and that we shouldn't stop anytime soon.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. The time is now 5 o'clock. Thank you for joining us on Mountain News This Morning. My name is Lacey Roberts, and it's been a dreary start to the day and night. Let's bring in Brandon Robinson right away. Brandon, the weather and the winds that we just seen overnight into this morning has caused a power outage over the county. Can you talk about that?
Listen, it's not all just in Perry County. It's all over basically Eastern Kentucky and probably parts of several other states. It's thousands of people without power this morning. So if you're watching us on your phones, thanks for joining us. I know a lot of folks in the dark this morning probably not watching. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Overnight, it's just been rain and wind, and just continuing in waves throughout the nighttime hours. Our next line on the way in, dry for now, but you see that back into central Kentucky, down toward southern Kentucky, and we're going to continue to watch that. And there's also another wave behind it. So again, some more rain, some more wind on the way. This wind advisory goes all the way out until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Parts of the area goes until 5 this afternoon. So again, it's not over yet, and it's going to continue, at least the wind part, for quite some time. Current wind speeds out of Logan there, 25 miles per hour. That's his current wind speed, not wind gust speed. We're looking at 16 there in Wise, 16 in London, 10 in Monticello, so it's calmed down a little bit for now, but look back out toward Paducah and Carbondale. You see those brighter colors. That's 20s, 30s, 40s, so we still all have all that to come this way as we head deeper into the day. Temperatures, the warmest they were all day at midnight, and they'll continue to drop slowly throughout the daytime hours, getting into the 50s for all as we get deeper into the daytime hours. So again, buckle up. We still have quite a bit of this to go, especially through probably mid to late morning at this point, and temperatures will continue to slide throughout the day. We'll give you the latest conditions coming up here in just a little bit. Lacey?
Thank you, Brandon. And heavy rain and gusty winds moved through the region overnight, leading to power outages, blocked roads, and overall damage across several counties. Now, what you see here is footage of some of that damage that we saw in Perry County earlier this morning. Fallen trees are a common sight. Another is damage to buildings. You can see the damage to JT's Gun and Pawn through this video, where the siding was ripped from a part of the building before falling onto a parked car. Crews have been out all night doing their best to clear the fallen trees, other storm hazards as well. However, at this time, we do not know how long the cleanup effort will take. We will continue to keep you updated on air and on our website as damage reports and outage numbers continue to come in from across the region. And many of you have posted on Facebook or reached out to us about storm damage near your home or in the area that you live. Here's a picture of some damage from Pineville that the Pineville Fire Department posted on their Facebook page. Officials say there are some downed power lines and a roof has blown off a building. Again, make sure to keep your WYMT weather app handy as these heavy winds are expected to continue. And we are in a severe weather alert day, and it is important to know where to go. But with the COVID-19 pandemic and social distancing, it can all be a little bit confusing. Last week, the American Meteorological Society published their guidelines for dealing with the issue at hand. First, finding shelter ahead of any warning is a priority. Decide if there is a good place in your home to go, and if not, a public shelter will be your best bet. If you are in shelter with folks outside of your household, make sure to follow CDC guidelines. That means that once you find your shelter, social distance as much as the space allows for, and it's beneficial to wear a mask. Governor Beshear announced 134 new cases of COVID-19 in Kentucky last night. The total number of cases statewide has increased to 1,963. There were 3 additional deaths, one being a 62-year-old man that was cared for in Pike County. The number of deaths is up to 97. Governor Beshear also announced a partnership with Kroger to increase testing. The governor hopes with the help of Kroger, 20,000 people will get tested in the next 5 weeks. And Laurel County announced 2 new cases of COVID-19 last night. The Laurel County Health Department confirmed the cases, and this brings the case count up to in the county to 10. Health Department officials are tracking down people that could be at risk of infection. For more information on those cases and others in Eastern Kentucky, you can check out our website at WYMT.com. And Kentucky is bracing for a pivotal 2 weeks against the coronavirus. Health officials warn that what we've been doing is working, and that does not mean that we should stop.
Not nearly as painful as what could happen during this period of time and this weekend if we let down our guard, if we surrender to how much we want to be together. There will be additional cases. If we break down our social distancing, we may lose everything that we have sacrificed for in the previous 3 to 4 weeks. We will.
Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher says Kentucky can get through this if we show discipline to not let the virus spread. And stations at iHeartRadio are helping boost spirits during the COVID-19 quarantine. 100.1 WKQQ is featuring songs each week as special tributes. The songs will be specific to different iHeartRadio stations. One station wants your input and asks for suggestions for songs Kentuckians would want to hear.
We're open to anything that's inspirational, that basically draws the true spirit of Americans and the true spirit of anybody that's in Kentucky that's fighting this battle.
Jordan says people can still stay healthy at home because the videos will be shared on their website and Facebook page. There will be a new video every week, and you can check them out on the iHeartRadio station Facebook page. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, former Vice President Joe Biden is laying out his vision on how to reopen the country after the coronavirus outbreak slows down.
Heavy rain and gusty winds continue throughout the morning. We'll break down the forecast coming up in about 3 minutes.